Hey there, Heather here. Welcome to my video on how to sign up for WordPress hosting for your blog. Now, by now you should have signed up for your domain already. In my last video, if you're following along on my post, How to Start a Blog, the definitive guide, you will have already set up your domain name with hover.com. So you have your blog address basically, and now you need somewhere for your blog content, your posts, your pages, and everything to live, and that's your web host. And the web host I recommend above all others is SiteGround. As a web designer, I have a lot of experience with web hosts. I have worked with many web hosts, with my own sites, with my clients' sites, and SiteGround is the number one host that I recommend, especially for new bloggers, because they have a great entry-level plan that's inexpensive. It has great features, and it also has amazing support. I can't emphasize how important it is to have good support from your web host. I've run into some not good support from web hosts, and I've seen amazing support, and SiteGround really offers amazing support. You can send them an email ticket, you can chat with them, and they help you right away. And inevitably with your blog, you're going to run into some kind of technical issue, and you're going to want somebody who's helpful, fast, and knows what they're doing to get your blog back up, and SiteGround is there. Plus their system is awesome. The blogs I've run on SiteGround have had very little downtime, very little issues, and they have some nice plans so that as your blog grows, their plans can grow with you. So if you want to click the link down below, it will take you to this WordPress hosting managed plans, and there are 3 plans to choose from. If you're just getting started, the startup plan is going to be perfect for you. It's up to 10,000 monthly visits. It's going to take you a little while to work up to that much. The nice thing is it's really easy. If you do exceed that limit, which hopefully you will really soon, you can upgrade to the Grow Big and eventually the Go Geek plan. So to get started, if you want to see all the plan details, you can click on this little arrow and it will show you all the features that they have. But I'm just going to click the Get Started button because I know this is the plan I want. I already have a domain. It was actually cheaper to register through Hover per year. Plus, like I said, it's kind of the gold standard to have your domain separate from your hosting, just in case, say my blog gets really big and I need a different web host that kind of specializes in really huge blogs. It just makes it much easier to transfer. So I'm going to say I already have a domain. And I'm just going to tell them what the name of my domain is so that they can set up my site correctly. And then I'm going to click Proceed. Now I'm going to enter all my personal information, so I'm going to pause it just here for just a second, and then once my order is done, I'll come back and I'll show you how to set up WordPress on your new hosting. Okay, so I'm back and I filled in all my personal information and my credit card information. So one thing you should know, the standard for web hosting is to sign up at least 12 months in advance or 12 months at a time, so you pay the whole bill all at once. SiteGround does have a 1-month trial, but then they charge you a setup fee plus the $3.95. So if you're really on a budget, you can't swing the whole year until next month. You can definitely do that for the first 1-month trial or to just kind of get your feet wet. But the most economical way really is to sign up for at least 12 months. It really depends on your budget. So the startup plan is $3.95 a month. There's also a 30-day money-back guarantee. So just in case, it's always great to have a money-back guarantee with these guys. There's an extra service you can sign up for called the Site Scanner. That's totally up to you. It monitors your site daily to see if it's been hacked or injected. There's also free plugins that I'm going to show you later in the How to Set Up Your Blog guide that you can use for security. So I'm going to skip this right now, but you can totally, if that makes you feel better, it's only $19.80, $20 a year, so it's not a big deal. So you just want to click that you confirm the terms, and you can unclick this, or if you want to get their news, definitely do that. But I don't like tons of emails, so I'm going to unclick that, and then I'm going to click Pay Now. Okay, my order was successfully submitted, and it's just going to take a minute because they're creating my account, and now I can just go right ahead to the customer area. And so it's going to ask me what I want to do. Do I want to start a new website, transfer a website? And SiteGround right now has free migrations. So if you're on a different web host and you're moving, they will migrate for free, which is pretty cool. But I'm starting a new website, so that's what I'm going to do. And I want to pick WordPress. And then I'm just going to put in some, don't use admin for your admin username, please. Pick something else. And then it'll tell you, it won't let you use a weak password, which is okay. So I'm going to hit confirm. And it says it's working on my process. And I'm going to hit confirm again. And then I'm going to hit complete setup. And it'll take just a second. Usually it's pretty darn quick. Okay, so now my WordPress install is done. That's it. You just sit there and wait for a couple seconds. So it says your hosting account is ready to use. Proceed to the customer area again. And I am going to show you how to access your WordPress site. So if you go to my accounts, this is in the dashboard. So if you go to siteground.com, you click on login, this is the site it's going to take you to. When you sign up for your account, it just automatically takes you there. So you're going to go to my accounts and see my site is right here. Click go to admin panel. And right now, hover is still not set up. So that's the next thing we're going to fix. So I'm going to go to hover.com where I have my domain set up. And I'm going to show you how to connect your domain with your website so that you'll be all ready to go. So instead of clicking on this guy, I'm going to actually click on information and setup. And I want these account DNS right here. So forward your domain anywhere you would like. So we want to pick, I don't actually want to do forwarding. Sorry, actually what I want to do is go to edit name servers, and I want to click edit because we want to do our name servers. So it has a space for name server 1 and name server 2. I'm going to go back to my SiteGround users area and this right here, and you can just highlight and copy, and you're going to replace the default ones. And then I'm going to click Save Name Servers. And it might take just a little bit to process. One thing to know about name servers is that it can take a while to change across the internet. It kind of starts at the point where your name servers are and moves across the internet. It's distance through cable, so it takes time. In the past, it used to take up to 24 to 72 hours to actually update so that your domain would actually point to your hosting. Nowadays, I find it takes less than an hour. Sometimes it's almost instant. So we can go check it. If it's not quite ready yet, then you'll just have to wait a little bit. So I'm going to go back to my installations. I'm going to click go to admin panel. It's still not up quite yet, so it's going to take a little bit. But it should be up shortly. And then for the next video, I'm going to show you how to find your way around the WordPress dashboard and how to log into the dashboard. So we'll get to that. So right now it's just kind of waiting for your domain to resolve. It should take less than 24 hours, and then you will be ready to start building your blog. Happy blogging!